Wait, what is this matchup? Nobi versus Eliza, huh? So Eliza's kind of a character you kind of want to play slow against. Space her out, and like she's really bad at risk reward when you space her out and play defensively. But that's not Nobi's style, right? Nobi normally tries to like control you with attacks and shit. Kind of goes in, finds advantage situations with running 2 and back 1+2, and then tries to keep you in control of using his big poke hitboxes with Dragon. So when you try to do something like that, you kind of eat good stuff from Eliza, right? She starts to look like an actual character. But I still think that Nobi can do it without abusing Eliza's weakness as a character by just still kind of playing his normal Tekken game against her. But when you do play the normal Tekken game against her and you don't try to abuse her weaknesses, so she looks decent because she can do stuff like that. You get damage. But his timings are still good. Look at that. He's got the running 2 in there. See? He gets an advantage, he goes in for it. What? He finished the whole string? Okay, he failed the running 2 input right there. He wanted that advantage on that block. See? This is different than how I played the matchup. I play the matchup a lot differently. Let's see what Nobi has in store besides eating launchers.
Oh man, this is looking really good for Chanel. Nobi might even want to consider maybe picking another character at this.
Okay. Oh, does he not know Eliza? Or was he just like, taking a moment to warm up? Okay. Last round mix up, or last hit mix up. Big hitbox. More dive kick stuff. See, that's what I mean. Dive kick stuff like that can really kill you. The dive kick stuff, the keyboard launchers he's doing, the counter hit, 2-hit launcher, whatever that is, all that stuff becomes a lot more effective when you decide like you want to kind of go in and kind of like keep control of Eliza with your own attacks. She has more option coverage of your attacks than she does of your movement. So when you kind of just move around her, she does like nothing. Oh my god, he tried to EXDP. Wait. Hold on. Can I go back? No. Oh my god. I'm trying to see that last part again. Did he try to EXDP? Or EX Fireball?
I feel like he's kind of figured it out now, knowing that he has the ability to sidestep after that. Changes kind of everything here. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Oh my god. Oh no, is he gonna do it?
Oh, it was EX Fireball. He fucked up the input, I think. I think he really wanted EXDP right there. It would have worked. He would have won the round. That game. Execution error is OD. No, it wasn't Dragon Punch, Mark. That's what happened when you block against Eliza, right? She just throws out these attacks and then like don't hit. There's no reason for them to hit either. The only reason for them to hit is when you decide to go in, but you don't have to even like really go in on her like that. So right, he's backing up a little bit more. He's not attacking as much. He's picking his timings, and it's working out a lot better for him. And that's what I mean. That's the spacing you want against Eliza right there. That he just stopped at and sidewalked. And you sidewalk right outside that range right there, then you're good against like all of her stuff. And she has to take like big risks to even like hit you. But he went in and fucked up. Gave her an opportunity himself. Oh, he got the float.
He's gonna get the wall too. Oh my god, last opportunity.
I thought Chanel was gonna lose that game. That would have been tragic. Yeah. So that match, I don't think Nobi played that matchup well, like at all. You could see in. Let's go back. Hold on. the first game, at the end of the first game, right? In this round, he played it really solid. Like I was saying, against Eliza, you don't ever really need to feel pressure to go in against her, because if you defend properly, then the only damage you can get on you are like the tracking lows, and then those are like launch punishable, right? Otherwise, you're making her take like a lot of risks, right? So you're making her like dash forward or like do those launch punishable lows that give her no reward, right? So you back up a bit and kind of like pick your timings, right? Like right, and at that range, you saw where he just did that little sidestep. If you kind of sidewalk her at that range, you force out that high, right? Either high homing or a forward dash or something, right? So, fuck, hold on, get to that spacing again. So at this spacing, no, we calm down for like 2 seconds. I'm trying to like explain something. Hold on. Okay, so like right here. I got it perfectly. I paused it. My timing is OD, just right pause. All right, so like right at that timing, or that spacing, if you sidewalk, you will evade her dashing attacks. You know, the little float thing she has going on. What's up, Hotashi? You will also evade like uh the little dash punch thing, the jump thing that he blocked at the beginning that goes into the low, the up forward 1+2 or whatever that is. And you're also not running the risk of running into any of her dive kicks, her counter hit launchers, or any of that. So Eliza as a character cannot really pressure you unless she dashes forward to like realign you on your sidestep. And then like if she does that, then of course you're setting up an opportunity for yourself, because she's dashing forward. And then on top of that, she can only really get like little low pokes that put her at a really big risk and don't give her much reward, right? Because after those low pokes, she can't really force much out of you anyway. So playing this range and just like sidestepping, like you'll see him like do in other situations, like right there, he's sidewalking, right? It forces Eliza into a situation in which she has to work really hard to even like get damage to stop you from doing that. So getting a life lead and holding that range and sidewalking right there is like a really effective strategy against the character. And then you see like he does a dive kick. Nobi wants to go in. Nobi has this itch as a player that he wants to attack. He wants to take every advantage, and that's kind of like bad in this matchup because the dive kick's not that much advantage, right? So he can go in and he can whiff pressure. He can like do a running two or something on block, whatever he does. He does the down two instead of the running two. That right there gave Eliza a big opportunity compared to what he could have done by just kind of like waiting it out and forcing her into one of those things she'd have to do herself. You can use. Oh, you can. Sweet. Thank you for the YouTube tech. And then yeah, he just eats extra damage for no reason. But still, at this round, he's playing the spacing right. He's sidewalking where he should be. So he's dealing with that, right? She can't force anything out of you. Even though he just ate that high right there, he ate it because he was trying to move for no reason. If he just blocked after that, he would have been fine. So Eliza's doing a whole lot of shit she can die for, and like you have no real reason to eat it. And then you just pick your timings properly, right? If she decides to move forward, you hit her. He wasn't moving forward, so he didn't get hit by anything, but Nobi kind of gave it up right there. So now Nobi has to work. Now Nobi has no life lead. He's put himself in a bad situation, and he has to like play into her stuff. And then she's got a jab. That wasn't even the round he played it well. I think it was the round before that. Was it this round? One of these rounds he played really patiently, and like he played the range he was supposed to. He's getting fucked up at this round. So in that regard, you wait to punish whiffs and you go on with poking. Not so much you wait to punish whiffs. You wait to. You're not waiting for anything. You're pressuring her with your life lead, or not even your life lead, but your ability to also go on her, right? Because if you space her out, there's this idea in both players' heads. If Eliza goes in on me right now, she's not gonna do much damage. And if I go on her right now, I'm going to have a proper offense as a character. So the Eliza player is going to want to go in a little bit more, believe it or not, because of that fact, right? The Eliza player is going to want whatever damage they can get, because if nothing changes, you're putting yourself in a situation in which you can earn damage better than she can, right? If we're both at neutral spacing out and no one's doing anything, no one's doing any keep out attacks or anything. If I go in, I can do more damage than you as opposed to if you go in. So I'm fine to be here because if this goes on to the last second, I'm going to go in and I'm going to kill you with the proper offense, and you're not going to have much. So you have to work for every little thing you can. So the Eliza player wants to force more things to happen because they need to work harder. And because of that, instead of like just waiting it, or instead of like just waiting around and like looking for whiffs or something, you want to move. You want to back up. Make your space and do your side walking, and you're pressuring her and like pressuring her. If you're gonna, I know you want something to happen right now because if something doesn't happen, I can go in and I can kill you. So since you want something to happen, you have to deal with the sidewalk. You have to deal with his range 2 sidewalk, and if you want to deal with his range 2 sidewalk, you have to do something that's going to kill you. And yeah, that's how that goes. And then if you do end up, if they do end up coming in and guessing correctly, because it's not a second, it's not a full science. They can go in, they can hit you with 5 launch punishable lows straight in a row, and you can like lose the life lead. It's not that much damage she's doing. She worked really hard for that, and you can earn it back in like 1 or 2 offensive interactions, and you can like actively force it out of her. So she has like an active reason to eat it. So even getting chipped down by Eliza isn't that scary as long as you stay patient and pick your timings. Is there any way for an Eliza player to stop that? You gotta. That's one of those things you have, like I just said, you have to work really hard for that, right? She has to go in, she has to make the correct hardest reads and not die and not get killed, and then also deal with your offense when you realize it's time to go in. It's all about timings and reads. This is just a way to say like turn the reads into your favor against the character, right? So the strategy turns Eliza into a bad character because the numbers aren't in her favor. But even when the numbers aren't in your favor, you can still just outplay your opponent. That's how Tekken works. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second.